All right, now that we purchased MailChimp and the automation section is opened, what you want to do is scroll down to list activity. What this means is that you're going to create an automation for a specific list action, so to speak. So in other words, if someone comes on one of your lists, you are going to send them an automatic email. Now, why would you do that? For a couple reasons. Let's go back to Baking with Jason, and if you remember, we created this top bar, and it says, download my free ebook. Now, when someone puts their email address in here, you don't want to have to send that email or the ebook to them manually, right? You want MailChimp to automatically send them an email. So what we're going to do is create what's called, in this case, a welcome message automation. All you're going to do is click Add Automation. It's going to ask you to name it, and I'm going to just say welcome ebook, welcome ebook email, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're going to then choose the list. Now, remember that this is for the ebook. We're going to click Next. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be taken to an email automation section, or the section where that email was created. Now, in order for an automation to work, you have to have what's called a trigger. And basically, what a trigger is something that triggers the email. For instance, if someone comes on your list, that's going to tell MailChimp, okay, they came on the ebook list, now I have to automatically send them an email. You have to tell MailChimp when you want that email triggered. So if we edit trigger, for the first one, we're going to want it to be sent immediately. So what's the delay? There is no delay. As soon as they come on to your list, you want an automatic email to be sent right away. You're going to click Update Trigger, and now when someone comes on this list, it's going to immediately send them this email. Now, this is a welcome email. So in that email, what we're going to do is go to Design. In that email, you're going to create this almost like a campaign. It's the same sort of thing. It's an email just like a campaign. The difference is an automation goes out automatically and a campaign goes manually. That's the only difference. One you do yourself manually, and the other one just gets triggered by an event. So I'm going to just do welcome ebook email. We're going to put a subject line. You might say, like, welcome. Here's your free ebook. Okay? It's coming from me, coming from my email address. Like a campaign, you're going to hit Next. You're going to build it the same way. Here are some templates you can use, or you can create your own. I'll just create my own right now. And you're going to build this just like a campaign. I'm not going to go over it again, but after you build it, after you move over your text and your images, you're going to want to send a test to yourself like we spoke about. You can preview. There's a lot of options here that you want to look through. You're going to then hit Next. And now, every time someone gives you their email address, this email is going to automatically be sent to them. Now, what should go in this welcome email? What I've done is I've created a template for you. Here's a template that I created that you can use. What I'm going to do is put this welcome email below and you can download it. Obviously, you're going to want to change this information with your stuff, but this will give you the exact template that I like to use when someone downloads an ebook or really anything else. This just should be the first email that you send to them. And again, it's below. And guys, that's basically it. After you do that, you're going to hit next. It's going to go through the process. It says trigger immediately. Let me see. There's no subscribers, so it's not going to allow me. Default text content. Yeah, so basically it wants me to come in here. Here, I'll resolve this. And I'm going to just take my text here. And I'm going to just come into here and edit. I'll just delete this. Stick that in there. I'll delete some of this. Okay. Now you would want to change the spacing here if you copy and paste my email. Now let's see if it's still not resolved. Let's see what's going on here. Probably just wants me to erase some of this stuff. So I'm going to delete this. And we should be good now. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now you're going to just hit start workflow. And then you're about to start this workflow which contains one email. And this is how many, it says one email to these people. So start workflow. This cool little thing is going to come up that says rock on. And you're going to be done. Now, if you come back to automations, you'll notice that your automation is up here. It gives you all your stats. You can come in here at any time and edit it. Now, one thing I just want to show you guys before I go, or before we end this video, is you can continue to add emails to this. So let's suppose you want the welcome email to go out immediately, but then you want another email to go out one day later. So maybe that you have a sequence of emails that you want to set up. And that's how it would be done. You can just keep adding, and it's going to be, one day after subscriber is sent the previous email. And pretty much the same thing goes for each of them. One day after subscribers are sent the previous email, you can make that 2 days, you can make it 3 days, you can make it whatever you want. And that's basically it. Again, automations is a paid service, so you may not want to do this right away, but if you can spare the $10, I would certainly recommend it.